Hello, good morning everyone. I'm here for the Friday week ahead check-in. So we're going to focus on the collective reading for August 4th, the week of August 4th. So I'm just going to, I guess, pull some cards and we'll get started. If anyone is looking for a private reading with me, you can go ahead online and either request one, or you can try and book one for the available time slots that I have. All right, I guess let's get into the collective reading for the week of August 4th. Also, August 5th, next Tuesday, starts the first week of the Intuition Development Series. So there's still time to sign up for that if anyone's interested. It's just once a week for 4 weeks for like an hour and a half. And it's just going over basically how to tap into your intuition and understand the messages that you're getting and kind of develop that more. So let's see. I feel like one more wants to come out. There we go. All right. Because it's for a lot of people, so the energy just comes through like way more intense and sometimes scattered. For the collective, so this is going to be for the week of August 4th or whenever. I mean, it really, if it resonates, it resonates. I don't like a lot of rules, so we don't do a lot of rules. All right. Let's start with this and see what we got here. All right. So it's feeling like for this collective, it definitely feels like you're in like a new beginning phase, or you just started like a new beginning. It feels like you've kind of gone through your tower moment. You're not really like dealing with that anymore. There might be like little bits and pieces that are like still, you know, you have like tying up loose ends from past tower moments. But I feel like for the most part, for this collective that I'm reading for, you are pretty much like out of that and you're in this like new beginning phase. It feels like you have been going through like a healing process. I feel like you still are going through a healing process, but like you're on the other side of it. I feel like it's almost like if you were to, you know, if you were climbing a mountain or going on a hike, you know, I feel like you're at the top of the mountain. I feel like you're looking at the view, you're kind of enjoying life, or you're starting to enjoy life a little bit more. It's like you can see clearer, you can feel again. I feel like for a while, a lot of you maybe were just like kind of low energy, dead to the world, just like going through the motions, not really, just like on autopilot. And now I feel like you kind of are like stopping to smell the roses. You're like looking at the view. You're just like, it's even just like the little things in life, like you're just enjoying it more. I feel like you're coming back to life. So, but now I feel like there's almost this energy of like you're still like putting pieces together. You're like, you have a better vision of where you want your life to be, what you expect out of life, what you're calling in. And I feel like you're like being very mindful to like put these pieces together. I feel like you might be a little bit impatient right now because it feels like this has been going on for you for a long time. But you know, like the universe has its own timeline, which is never the one that we want it to be on, or at least for me. So it feels like the universe is like, just be patient. Like we can't do all of this at once. Like you have to take it step by step. And that's also because like if you just went from A to Z without like having to really do everything in between, like you will get to Z and it's not going to be enjoyable. Like it's not going to be fulfilling. It's just not, you're just going to be like, okay, I did it, check it off the list, keep moving, kind of a thing. So it's like universe is kind of asking you to like just be patient, go through the motions, like enjoy each phase of what you're going through, and like find gratitude for like like each phase that you're going through, because I think it's gonna be it's going to be that much better when you get to what you're trying to call in or what you're trying to achieve. Still continue to like focus on what you're trying to call in, what you're trying to manifest, focusing on like your priorities. I feel like your priorities have definitely changed in the recent, like maybe couple months. So I feel like you're still trying to figure out like how to prioritize the new things that you have coming in or that you're calling in. And I still feel like there's that like a little bit of that energy from like the old world that I guess you're coming out of, the old chapter cycle. So there's like bits and pieces where you're trying to old chapter cycle. So there's like bits and pieces where you're trying to like adjust your priorities and focuses, and sometimes like a little bit of the old stuff will like pop back in and you're like, no, like that's not a priority anymore. I feel like also for some of you, money is a little bit on the mind right now. So if you're either calling in more abundance or new job or more clients or whatever it is, I feel like it feels like don't focus on it too much. Like don't focus on what you don't have too much. Like just keep focusing on like what you're working towards and like what, like it's almost like the feeling that you're working towards too. Spirit is like saying like don't be willy-nilly and like just spend your money like because you know, oh, the universe has my back and it's going to support me, and so like I could just spend however I want. And it's just like you have to be smart about it still. You have to show, you know, the universe that you are like working smart and with and co-creating. Of course they're going to have your back, but I feel like just being conscious of like how you're spending money, and just like energetically like putting yourself in alignment to bring that in. I feel like for a lot of you also you're stepping into like who you are more. I feel like you're really embracing who you are. I feel like there was parts of you in the past that maybe you like pushed down that weren't weren't like relevant to how you needed to survive at the moment, and now you're at a point where you are able to feel comfortable enough to like step into who you really are, allow people to see like your weirdness, or, you know, like your creativity or just like a different side of you, not so polished, not so perfect, not, you know, like just a real version of you. And I feel like it really feels good for you to be in this energy too, like to be who you are and to just like express yourself the way that you really truly, you know, are or want to. So it feels like that, and that power is also like that's coming from that, is helping to kind of like give momentum to this new cycle and like kind of like speed things up more. It's like the more you step into your power, the more you really like embrace your true authentic self, the more you are like in tune with your higher self, your intuition, and then also like it just that helps to like level you up vibrationally, and it just feels like then you're attracting and manifesting like very easily. So it just feels like keep stepping into your true authentic self. And that's also what feels like it's making all this little stuff be like exciting for you again, or like fun. I just feel like that's also helping you to like wake up and like start living life again. Is you, I don't know, something has just like clicked where you're like, I actually am pretty cool and I'm fun and I don't really care if like not everyone likes me. It's who I am. I have good intentions. I'm not trying to be, you know, mean or whatever. Like you're just trying to live your life now and have peace. it feels like you can continue to ask for what you want, whether it's like spiritually or like even in the physical world. You know, like if there's people in your life and you're needing to set boundaries or ask for help or whatever, like it's okay to do that. And you're being guided to like go ahead and ask for what you want, ask for help. There's nothing on this earth that says you have to do this all alone. You know, we're all kind of like players in each other's, you know, video game here. So sometimes you need a little extra help or even just companionship. It's okay. It does feel like, you know, as I said before, like going up the mountain, I feel like you guys are also just having like, as you're going through this process, there's just like a freedom that's surrounding you guys, that like it just feels like you feel more free, like even energetically, but like mentally, emotionally, there's just been like a weight lifted off of you. And then also I feel like you guys you're starting to tap in more internally into yourselves. I feel like for some of you, like you're starting to realize that you kind of already know the answers to things. Like you already know what your answer is or what you feel or what you want. Like you're starting to tap in deeper and realize that like you already know your answers. You just need to like connect with yourself. It's like the more connected you are to yourself, the more in tune you are with yourself, the more these answers come out, the more the universe like shows you the path ahead and like gives you those synchronistic signs and gifts, you know. So that feels good. I do feel for some of you there is a relationship that is either like in the beginning phase. I feel like this keeps coming through every week. I don't know. But there is, again, some type of a new relationship for some of you. It doesn't feel like this is for everyone. But for a small portion of this collective that we're reading for, there's just like, it's just for some of you, I feel like this is the energy that you're stepping into. It's like this very, it's a masculine energy, but it's very gentle. It feels like it's very stable, gentle. Like it's an energy that like is giving, but is also like knows when to give and when not to give. Like they know when like their cup is going to be depleted, so they can't give too much. But it feels like it's also like it's a very balanced, even exchange. But this is definitely like a gentle masculine. It's not like a toxic, overly like it's like that quiet masculine where they're just naturally have a masculine energy to them. They do these, you know, naturally masculine things, but they're also like kind of calm, subdued, relaxed. So and then for some of you, that's the energy that's being brought into you. So if you've been like manifesting a new relationship, or you've just maybe are starting to talk to someone or in the beginning of a relationship, it's just kind of picking up on that. I do feel like there is an offer or a contract coming in. For some of you, this does feel like it is romantic. It feels like whoever this soft masculine is, I feel like there could be a level up. It all feels gentle though. It's not going to be like loud in your face, like, will you be my girlfriend or will you be my boyfriend? Or, you know, like it doesn't feel like, or let's get married, or it feels like it's just almost going to be like a natural transition into like the next phase. I don't even know if there's necessarily going to be like a full-blown conversation. It's just going to kind of be like a gentle conversation, or just like something that's going to be like a knowing that like you guys are now kind of in a deeper level of commitment is what it feels like. But it does feel like for others it could just be a contract for like a new job, new clients, a collaboration even. I feel like it and for something that's like not romantically related, like a contract, it feels like it's either like a contract for like the next step into something. So even if it's just like a collaboration, or like a temporary housing situation, something. It feels like it's something that's not going to be like long term, but it's going to help you to get to like that long term goal that you're working towards. I mean, even in the relationship, it kind of applies where it's like it's just like this level up, not necessarily like you're full in getting married or engaged or anything, but it's just like on the track to something a little bit more solid and stable, and like to what you're trying to call in. So I think I'm gonna pull some more cards. For some reason they want me to, I think you have me staring at these. Okay, I'm just gonna try that again. Okay. Okay. So let's see what else we have. All right. Yeah. So, I mean, it feels like for some of you, again, you are coming out of like chaos and conflict. Keeps like this one is kind of saying, like, I feel like you're coming out of this energy that's like that old tower moment that you're having. It's funny, it's 33 is the card number, if that makes sense to anyone. But yeah, so it feels like chaos and conflict, but you're coming out of that. You're still tying up the bits of that, like between worlds. I feel like you kind of are in between worlds right now, where you're still cycling out of like the older patterns, the older ways of thinking, the older ways of surviving that used to serve you. It's funny, this is a 3 also, so I don't know why the 3s are standing out to me right now, and I'm calling that out. But you are definitely like kind of in between worlds, where you are stepping into this new beginning. Old things are shifting away, and you're like 1 foot in, 1 foot out still, I feel like. So you haven't fully seen all of what's to come in this new phase. You're just starting to get a glimmer, and you're kind of like wrapping up and cycling out of the old that you're no longer feeling like is moving with you. I feel like a lot of you are also, you're still requiring like some quiet time. So I feel like during your tower moment, you kind of like pulled your energy in. Maybe you weren't being as social, not going out as much. And now I feel like you're coming back out into life again. But I feel like you still are like in that in-between worlds stage, where it's like you go out, you're social, you do whatever, and then it's like you kind of need to reel it back in and like recharge and get your energy back. I do feel like for some of you, you are at a point in your life right now where it's kind of like a fork in the road, where you need to either like decide to like fully jump into this new path, or like repeat cycles. I feel like and then I feel like this is only for a certain portion of you. This isn't for everyone. But like for some of you in the in-between worlds, it's like you haven't fully stepped into the new world yet. And Spirit's just asking you to like, take a leap of faith. Because I do feel like there is a lot of like happiness and abundance on the other side. And then I mean, the soulmate card came out again. So I do feel like for some of you, there is a relationship. Remember, soulmates don't necessarily have to be romantic. Anyone can be a soulmate. It's just someone that's part of your soul tribe. And they can come in just for a short time of your life to help you with lessons and experiences, or they can be, part of your soul family that stick around for a while. So soulmate doesn't necessarily mean romantic or forever or the love of your life. It just means that there is someone who is connecting with you on a soul level in this portion or phase of your life. So it just feels like someone is being guided in to kind of help you through the next phase of this new beginning that you're going through. So yeah, I just feel like keep moving through, like clearing out old stuff that's not working for you. keep moving forward in this new like life and chapter that you're calling in. Continue to like step into your true authentic self for sure is coming through. I feel like that is what's really like moving the energy to calling into what you need. Be patient, keep, you know, with the gratitude, keep doing what you're doing. It definitely feels good. It feels like it also feels like the energy is you kind of like don't know what to do right now. Like you're not, I feel like there's not really a lot of actions that are being asked of you. It's more of like an energetic, like hold your energy, hold your boundaries, like keep connecting with yourself. I don't feel like there's a lot of like physical actions that you need to take right now. And sometimes I feel like that throws people off when they don't have like a physical thing to do. But just trust that the universe like knows what's going on, and just trust with what you feel. Like it feels like really just keep tapping into your intuition, into your, you know, higher self, whether you know, do that with taking a walk or meditating or praying or journaling or whatever. Like make sure you keep doing that to tap into yourself. That's how you're going to continue to get the information that you need to keep moving forward. Because the universe and spirit, they're not just going to be like, okay, here's the map, here's the game plan. As much as we all would love that, me especially, we have to be like ready, you know, energetic, like everything has to be aligned at the time. So they can't give us certain things until it's like energetically and physically all in alignment, and then they can give us the next step or the next breadcrumb. You just have to keep trusting, taking that leap of faith, and really just tapping into yourself, into your intuition. So that is what I have for the week of August 4th. If anyone is interested in diving in deeper for their own personal, if this resonated in any way, or you're just going through it and you need to do a little insight into what's going on, you can contact me. The link in the bio. There's open appointments you can book, or if you see something that's not available that you need, you can also send me a message. And then we also do have the intuition development class coming up on the 5th. That's a 4-week series to help you tap in. And I'm reading the comments. I'm sorry. You have free will choice. You can go in if you want to. So yeah, if you're interested in that, the signups are still available for August 5th, the intuition development class. We do have the Protect Your Energy class coming up on August 20th. And if you enroll for the monthly subscription, that class will be free. So, and then we do have the monthly subscription. So you get a 20-minute reading every month sent to you. And it's just a check-in personal for you. So that's all I have, I guess, for you today. We are in the Lionsgate energy already. It started. We're in Mercury retrograde. We're in a bunch of retrogrades. I know a lot of people have been feeling crazy lately, not sleeping, having crazy dreams, feeling like things are just, you know, coming out of left field. Just hang in there. Again, like I think keeping grounded, getting out in nature is definitely helpful. And then just staying connected with yourself, meditating, praying, journaling, whatever, walking outside. Just keep tapping in. And that's it. So good luck. Have a good weekend. I'll pop on probably Tuesday evening for another reading. And if you guys are like looking for any specific readings, you know, send me a message or whatever. I'll try and switch it up. If you guys like the elemental readings, let me know. I'll keep doing it that way. Whatever. I'm here to just, I don't know, connect energy and hang out. So let me know what you guys are into. All right. Have a good weekend, and I'll see you all on Tuesday.